Happy New Year in 2023. Today we will be working with exponential equations. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please donate on the Cash App with the $ up front, MLBFAN. Here we see a function or equation of 3 to the power of y plus 3 to the 2y is equal to 3 to the 3y. Keep in mind the product rule is shown to the right. A to the power of x times a to the power of y is equal to a to the x plus y. So first we need to break down the 3 to the 2y and 3 to the 3y. So 3 to the 2y can be broken down as 3 to the y plus y, and put a 1 in front of that as well. So you can see 1y plus 1y is 2y. We'll wait to break up the 3 to 3y, or we can actually go ahead and do that right now. So, and 3 to the 3y is considered 3 to the 1y plus 1y plus 1y. So now we have adjusted this. So we have 3 to the y plus 3 to the 1y plus 1y is equal to 3 to the 1y plus 1y plus 1y. So now we want to put it in multiplication form, so we can actually split it up like this. So 3 to the y plus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y, and put a 1 in front of this y as well, equal to 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y. So now we have put this together here, and then we want to subtract this function to the right. So minus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y to both sides. So minus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y. So now 3 to the 1y plus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y minus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y is equal to 0. Now we can factor out a 3 to the 1y. So it's going to be 3 to the 1y times 1 plus 3 to the y, 1y, minus 3 to the 1y times 3 to the 1y is equal to 0. So now let 3 to the 1y equal x. So we're going to use the substitution here. So it's going to be x times 1 plus x minus x times x is equal to 0. So x times 1 plus x minus x squared is equal to 0. And then we could flip this around and say x times negative x squared plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. And then we want to put a 1 in front of the x's where the coefficient isn't showing. So our first potential solution is x equals 0. And then we have to utilize the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula states is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So with the three factors in the parentheses, that's considered a trinomial. So a is going to be negative 1, b is going to equal 1, and c is going to equal 1. So x is equal to negative of 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times a, and our a is negative 1, and our c is 1, all divided by 2 times negative 1. So now the next step, we begin to simplify. So x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times 1. So minus negative 4 this is a parenthesis here, all over negative 2. So x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 1 squared minus a negative 4 will equal 5 divided by negative 2. And then we want to FOIL the negative to the numerator, so x is equal to, once we split it apart, negative 1 plus square root of 5 divided by negative 2, and x is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. So let's let that marinate there. So starting with x is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 5 divided by negative 2, and x is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 5 divided by negative 2. So FOIL the negative to the numerator, so x will equal negative of a negative 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2, and x will equal negative of a negative 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2, and the negatives represent negative 1, so we'll put a 1 there. So x will equal, when we FOIL negative 1 through, negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. Negative 1 times a positive square root of 5 will be minus square root of 5. all over 2, and x will equal -1 times -1 is 1, and -1 times negative square root of 5 is plus square root of 5 over 2. And then we go back to our substitution earlier of let 3 to the 1y equal x. So 3 to the 1y is equal to 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2, and 3 to the 1y is equal to 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. And so with exponents, we could bring them down to the front and put a log in between. So 1y this is a 1 here to make sure that's clear. So 1y log 3 is equal to 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. And then 1y log 3, let's take this back here. That should be 1y log 3 is equal to log of 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. And then 1y log 3 is equal to the log of 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. There we go. Then we divide both sides by log 3. And so 1y, and I divided by both sides by log 3 on the other equation as well. So 1y is equal to log of 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2 divided by log 3, and 1y is equal to log of 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2 divided by log 3. 1 times y is y, so y is equal to log of 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2 divided by log 3. And 1 times y is equal to log of 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2 divided by log 3. So now we have found 3 solutions. And then we need to verify if they are extraneous or not. So first we will look at 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. So let's turn the calculator on here. Remember, log of 1 is 0. If you have a negative result, then it's extraneous. So log of, and then we'll put an extra parenthesis here, 1 minus square root of 5 and then divided by 2. As you see, this is imaginary, has an imaginary solution. So this is an extraneous solution. So zoom in closer. So this is extraneous. Now let's check the other one. So log of 1 plus square root of 5, and close it with the parenthesis, and divide it by 2. And see, we get an actual real value here, and then divide it by log 3. And so this is a real solution here. So let's enter this again just to make sure. Log of 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2, then divided by log of 3. That's what the answer should be, 0.43. So you see how the difference can be when you don't put the parentheses in the right place, and now they are in the right place. So the solution for that part should be 0.43801788795. So y is equal to 0.43801788795. So this proves this is a real solution. So we'll circle them both because they represent the same thing. And then we have one more step. And we have to go back to the original equation. And remember, we had this other statement of x equals 0. So we have to plug it back into the original equation of 3, let's do it over here, 3 to the y plus 3 to the 2y is equal to 3 to the 3y. So 3 to the power of 0 plus 3 to the 2 times 0 is equal to 3 to the 3 times 0. So all that equals 1. That's 1. It's equal to 1. And 2 is not equal to 1. So this is extraneous. So x equals 0 is extraneous. So the only real solution is y equals log of 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2 divided by log 3, and that is equivalent to 0.43801788795. I know that was a bit lengthy, so we'll start showing the pages from page 1 until page 3. So there's page 1. Here is page 2. And here is page 3. If you need math help, text 559-744-3169 for services. Please donate on the Cash app with the dollar sign up front. So my Cash app username is with the dollar sign up front, MLBFAN. Thank you so much, and let's learn math together.